Hey guys, Alice from Architect Personal Training. First of all, I have to say sorry that I haven't put any videos out in the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks I think it's been now. A couple of things happened. I moved house, so there was that. That's obviously time consuming, a lot of stress, trying to make it as minimal stress as possible because we're on prep obviously, but still going to be a little bit of stress and it's obviously a lot of time. Second thing was, the one thing I didn't bubble wrap when moving house was my laptop. And opened it up, you might have seen this on Instagram, and the screen was smashed. So yep, don't have a laptop to edit on, or I do. This is actually, I'm using my work laptop, which I usually keep at the gym, but my main laptop is out of order for now. But anyway, so this is a back and rear delt workout from 11 and a half weeks out. This is actually the Thursday, the 31st of May, so about half a week ago now. First exercise is lat pullovers. Did it with 105 kilos and did rest pause. So 9 reps on the first attempt, and then 15 deep breaths, 3 on the second, and then 15 deep breaths, and then 2 on the third one, which you'll see now. So I didn't have a cameraman for this workout, I just used a tripod and an old camera actually. This isn't the camera I've been filming with recently, so the quality is actually a little bit worse. But today we're going to be filming actually another pull session, which is a shame because it would have been nice to do something different, but Rosie's going to be filming my pull session today, and that'll be a bit more of a motivational kind of video rather than me just talking through what I'm doing. So now, second exercise. One arm plate row. This is my loading set, so I did 105 kilos for this as well. I got 9 reps on this set. So really try not to swing too much, or at all really, and just really contracting the lat. I feel like I've got a pretty good mind muscle connection in my lats, which is why the width on my back isn't too bad. Just need to bring up the thickness. This is more of a width day. I have 2 different, back and rear delt workouts. One focuses on thickness and one focuses on the width, sort of the lats. This is more of a lat workout. So this is my second set, 82.5 kilos. We've got 15 reps on this one. Obviously I did it with both arms, but I'm not showing that, there's no point. Both sets, as in both sides, I got the same amount of reps. Okay, so here we are, lat pull down machine. I like to use the inside grip on this one. 270 pounds, again this is a rest pause set. So we did 8 on the first attempt, and then 10 deep breaths on this one, and then it was 3 on the second attempt, and 10 deep breaths, and then 2 on the third attempt. Which is a few reps. I think I lost a couple of reps on the first attempt this time over. My carbs were pretty low at this point. I've actually picked them up since, but right around this time, obviously it's Monday now, this was Thursday, I was on 165 grams of carbs on training days, which got pretty low, and ended up taking my protein down and bumping my carbs up a little bit, so that I still put in a little bit more of a deficit, but my protein was so high going into this prep. 380 we started on, and now it's about 300. That's been taken down over about 8 weeks, but it won't go down any further than this. It's still pretty high. 300 grams of protein is a lot of protein. I'll talk you over my diet a little bit more in an upcoming video though, and the changes we've made. So one arm dumbbell row. This was my load set, 70 kilos, and I really couldn't get a good angle on this video. You might have seen on my Instagram. I tried filming my back offset as well, which was a disaster because I just had my arse up in the camera. So you don't see my back offset here, but I did 70 kilos for 8 reps on my loading set, and then 52.5 kilos for 11 reps on my back offset. So here we go, plate loaded shrug. I really like this, and I like, this is a bit more of a thickness, obviously. This isn't working the lats, working the traps, and trying to bring the rhomboids into it as well by retracting your scapula. 230 kilos, rest pause. We did 9, then 4, then 3, with 10 deep breaths in between. So this is very high demand, quite taxing when you've got this much weight and and you're doing a rest pause, because obviously you have to deadlift it up each time as well, and it definitely gets your heart rate up, burns a lot of calories doing this kind of exercise, and I like it. Got a good connection with my my rear traps more than anything, I think. So the last exercise for this workout is cable crossovers for the rear delt. I actually dropped a lot of reps on this exercise in particular. I didn't do as well as I did the previous time I did this workout. So on this machine, no one's actually sure, I'm sure there are people out there, but no one in the gym is sure about how much each plate weighs, but we're on 4 plates down. We've got 6 on the first, 3 on the second, and then 3 on the third with rest pause. Whereas last week I think I got 9 on the first and 4 on the second. So yeah, big drop there. Wasn't connecting with the rear delt too much. But anyway, this is the last exercise of the day. And like I said, since then we've bumped the carbs up a little bit to A performance. So we should see a better week this coming week. Okay, a little bit posing. This is actually the night before that training session. So this is the Wednesday, 30th, 11.5 weeks out. So this was 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks of the day since my last posing update, which you can see on YouTube in my last video. Definitely improvements are being made. Things are tightening up. I'm happy with how I look. This is the leanest I've been this far out still. So this is good progress. I'm happy with this. Obviously, we're still far from stage ready, but everything's coming together. We shaved for this one, so you're welcome. But yeah, I think my strongest pose is here, my side chest. I think that's a strong classic pose for me. I like my front double, but if I hit it at the wrong angle, it just doesn't look right. And yeah. I like my back double as well. I think my back double is coming together nice. Once I get my lower back in and the detail comes out, I think that looks really good. I've got a lot of sort of notches in my back, little bits of muscle that not everyone has that pop to. Even though my rhomboids are kind of lacking, it still gives me a lot of detail in my back when I do a back double when I'm lean. This is my favourite pose at the moment, the abs and thighs, but the bolt upright. It's really hard to contract your abs doing that. You can see I didn't do very well. I actually trained my abs about an hour before I did this, so there's a lot of water in there, so my abs don't look too great in this posing session. But anyway, that was that. So we've got a pull session to film again today. It's actually my my second pull session, which is actually at a different gym. This one was at Body Flex in Aylesbury. The other one we're filming today is at Gym Fit in Aylesbury, and it's more thickness focused. So bent over rows, and there's rack pulls, scapular retraction kind of work as well. So a bit more heavy, a bit more calorie burning going on today. So we should see a good drop coming for tomorrow. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. For coaching and personal training, go to www.architectpersonaltraining.com, and I'll see you soon.